Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. So, guys, this is one of those rumors that's got everyone talking across the league, but especially among us 49ers fans. It's about a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC West, and honestly, it's got the whole NFL talking. The buzz is about Houston Texans edge rusher Danielle Hunter possibly heading to the Bay Area, specifically to help boost our pass rush and solidify our defense for what could be a deep playoff run. Imagine that. Hunter, who's 31 but still playing at an elite level, is being linked to the 49ers in a way that could be a game changer. And it's not just some wild speculation. It's rooted in real conversations happening behind closed doors, with insiders like Diana Rossini hinting at serious discussions. Now, before we dive deeper into how this could impact us, let's give you a little background on Hunter. He's one of those versatile, relentless pass rushers that every team covets, especially in today's NFL where the quarterback is king. In 2025, he's been a nightmare for opposing linemen and quarterbacks alike. Just look at his season stats: 28 solo tackles, 14 assists, 42 combined stops, and a jaw-dropping 5 sacks. That's not even mentioning his 72 quarterback hurries, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. His advanced metrics are just as impressive. An EPA per rush of plus 0.38, which ranks him among the top 6 at his position, and a PFF pass rush grade of 92. 1. His win rate on pass rushes is around 19.4%, which for a 31-year-old is still elite. Hunter's ability to disrupt the pocket and set the tone for the Texans' defense has been a key reason why Houston's defense has been surprisingly effective this year, especially considering their rebuild. And speaking of the Texans, their situation makes sense from a strategic standpoint. They're sitting at 5-5, with a tight salary cap of about $19 million remaining, enough to make a splash but not enough to go crazy. Stroud, their young quarterback, is in the middle of a massive extension that's worth around $280 million, and they're clearly trying to build around him. The Texans have also been prioritizing their offensive line, which has allowed 28 sacks this season, a number that's concerning with Stroud's development in mind. Plus, they're looking to extend key players like Diggs and Mixon while Will Anderson Jr. The rookie edge rusher has been shining with an 88, 4 PFF grade and 9.5 sacks himself. Houston's defense, although still a work in progress, has been solid enough, allowing just 22.8 points per game and generating pressure on opposing QBs at a high rate. Now, why would Houston trade Hunter before the offseason? Well, it's about capitalizing on the moment. They're rebuilding, and trading away a proven veteran like Hunter for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft could give them the ammunition they need to accelerate that rebuild. It makes sense. They're prioritizing young talent and draft capital over a veteran presence that might not be part of the long-term plan. Plus, they're in a bit of a cap squeeze, so moving Hunter could free up valuable space to sign or extend other players. It's a strategic move that aligns with their current rebuild mode, especially considering the emergence of Will Anderson Jr., who's already making a significant impact, and their focus on developing younger pass rushers. But here's where it gets even more exciting for us 49ers fans. The potential acquisition of Hunter would be a huge upgrade for our pass rush, which has been solid but not at the elite level we need to contend for another Super Bowl. Our star, Nick Bosa, has been fantastic, especially after recovering from his shoulder injury in Week 6, where he's posted 5 sacks with an impressive 88, 2 PFF grade. But adding Hunter alongside Bosa would create a nightmare scenario for offenses. Think about it, Hunter's ability to line up on either side and generate pressure, combined with Bosa's relentless drive, would give us a two-pronged attack that few offensive lines could handle. We're talking about a duo that could combine to produce a significant increase in pressures, sacks, and overall disruption. If Hunter joins us, it's not just about the sacks, it's about how he elevates the entire defense. His presence would boost our pressure rate from around 36% to close to 48%, meaning more quarterback hits, more hurried throws, and more turnovers forced. The impact on our run defense would also be noticeable. With Hunter's ability to set the edge and collapse the pocket, opposing running backs would find it much more difficult to find lanes. His addition would also improve our third down stops, jumping from 62% to around 74%, giving us more opportunities to get off the field and keep the offense on the sidelines. And let's not forget the mental aspect. His presence would put more pressure on the opposing quarterback, making it easier for our secondary to cover and for Fred Warner to operate in coverage, effectively turning our defense into a steel curtain reminiscent of the best 49ers defenses of the past. Now, let's talk about the big picture here. The impact of Hunter joining the 49ers would be felt not just on defense, but across the entire team's psyche. San Francisco has been a contender for a few years now, but sometimes they've lacked that extra punch to push them over the top. The addition of a player like Hunter, with his relentless motor and proven production, could be the X factor that gets us over the hump. It's about adding that missing piece that makes every game seem like a nightmare for the opposing offense, especially in close contests. This season, we're 7-3, and while that record is solid, we know that in the playoffs, every game gets tougher and the margin for error shrinks. Hunter's presence could be the difference maker in those high-stakes moments, especially in big games like against the Eagles in the playoffs, or even if we face the Rams again. The Super Bowl odds, which currently sit around plus 1,500, could see a significant bump if we manage to land Hunter. Bringing in a player of his caliber would not only boost our chances, but also send a message across the league that the 49ers are serious about reclaiming their throne. It's about creating a defense that opponents fear, a defense that can turn games around with a single play. Hunter's ability to rush the passer, set the edge, and create chaos in the backfield aligns perfectly with our defensive philosophy under D'Amico Ryan's scheme. And if we look at the potential playoff matchups, having Hunter in the mix would make us a nightmare for any team, especially those with mobile quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts, who scramble and extend plays. In terms of how this would fit into the team's overall strategy, it's clear that the 49ers are always looking to improve and adapt. With Brock Purdy at quarterback, we've got a young leader who's shown he can handle the pressure, but having a dominant pass rush is what really elevates a team into Super Bowl contention. With Hunter's addition, we're not just patching a hole, we're elevating our entire defensive front, making it more versatile, more aggressive, and more unpredictable. The impact on our secondary, with Fred Warner and the rest of the linebackers, would be immense, giving them more freedom to play aggressive coverage knowing that the pressure is coming from multiple angles. And let's not forget the emotional and cultural impact of bringing in a veteran like Hunter. He's a player who's been through the battles, who knows what it takes to win at the highest level. His leadership and experience would resonate in the locker room, inspiring our young guys like Javon Hargrave and others to elevate their game. It's about building a true contender, a team that can dominate not just in the regular season but in the playoffs, and ultimately bring that elusive sixth Lombardi trophy back to San Francisco. So all in all, this potential move is one of those that could define the next chapter of 49ers history. It's about turning the defense into a fortress, about adding that extra gear to our pass rush, and about making a statement that we're here to stay, to contend, and to win it all. For us fans, it's exciting to think about the possibilities, the matchups, and the postseason battles that could be transformed by a player like Danielle Hunter. Stay tuned, because if this deal goes through, it could be the move that sets us up for another deep playoff run. And who knows, a Super Bowl victory that we've been waiting for since 2019. The Niners are always about building a team that can go the distance, and with Hunter potentially in the fold, we're taking a giant step closer to that dream. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the 49ers. Do you think Hunter would be the perfect fit? How do you see him impacting our chances in the playoffs? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in red and gold? Remember, this is the kind of move that could elevate our entire team, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Make sure to stay tuned because I'll be back soon with more updates and insights on this potential blockbuster trade. and everything else happening in the NFL. For now, let's keep the passion alive, and as always, go Niners.